Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Hey, everybody.
Do you mean clap?
Yeah.
Let's go. We are here. We are live. First of its kind right now. And let's see if nobody else hops in. It is a classic Pat and C Money episode of Just the Bet Slips, where we bring you one thing and one thing every single episode, and that is the hot tips.
To help your bet slips.
Yes, we are here. We've got should be a relatively quick show because we do have bowl seasons kicking off at 12. It's also still the holiday season, so we want to get people in and out, but we still want to get our bets in. I kind of wanted to lead off with the records because I'm very, very proud of where I'm at, but oh no, well, lost C Money. He'll be back, but let's just get right into it. We've got the best bet. We've got 750. Even though he's not going to be on the show live, he has a video for all three of his bets, and we have his. There he is. All good.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my volume. So
It sounds good.
Whatever.
Con Knupp, I didn't even see Con Knupp for rookie. It's not going to happen, but I mean, he'll be.
Oh, I know. No, because Cooper's actually becoming Cooper, so I mean, obviously he's going to win it. But
it's unbelievable how Duke lost any game last year with Cooper Flag, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, I mean, before we get into everything, do you want to just, because I know you didn't end up having a video, but you did have a Con Knupp. We probably could have included on the records, but it's no big deal.
yeah, I mean, it should have been on the records. I don't do videos.
We can. Oh, there you go. Well, send me those odds. I can update it now. Yeah. Send me the odds of what you won.
I'll do it after we're done because I can't do both.
No, it's totally fine. Yes. Oh, because you're on the phone. Duh.
Yeah.
But we want to explain to the people the Knuppel bet that unfortunately ended prematurely, but you still hit a couple.
Sure. So yesterday I did the Con Knuppel 3-point ladder. I started at 3+ all the way up to 6+. And within the second quarter, he was already at 4 and was looking real good before I guess he got injured. I wasn't able to watch the game, so I couldn't see what happened. But he definitely, in my opinion, feel like he would have crushed the 6+. So yeah, that's been going well. Once I find out what's going on with him, I will probably keep that train going because I've bet him pretty much consistently for 3-pointers throughout the whole season.
You've been the
because he's pretty consistent. So
you've been the Knuppel whisperer. I did find it, by the way. So you only hit the 3 and the 4, right?
Yeah, I only hit the 3 and 4.
Okay, let me actually do that real quick, and I'll kind of talk. Yeah, I was. We didn't do a show for a couple of reasons yesterday. I was under the weather. Must have been some bad Christmas food that I ate. But I was placing some bets on the. I'm a college football guy, and even if I don't know the teams, I just like to have some scratch in the game. You know what I mean? And I hit a couple. New Mexico fumbled the bag for me, as you guys like to say, which is one of my new favorite terms. But yeah, I mean, I'm back. I'm feeling a little bit better today. Good enough to at least grace everybody with this space today. And I'm just going to adjust your, yes, we are. Me and you are cooking this month, man. Let's go. This actually makes our show look way better. we needed these two canuples. Two canuples, three canuples, four. No. But yes, that being said, let me just go back to the beginning, and we're going to hopefully win more today. And first and foremost, we have to do this thing, and that is the disclaimer. Oh, shout out Rax. You're the best, man. Hey, throw a bet in there. You know I'll bet it.
What up, Rex?
Shout out Rax. Potential new hire of the show. I'm saying that out my ass, but I would hope so. But anyway, the disclaimer number one, we are not paid professional gamblers. The show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Number two, please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford and only bet what you can afford to lose. And number three, gambling can be addictive, so please seek help if you need it. You can call 1-800-GAMBLER, national help hotline for you or a loved one or a friend to get the help and the resources that they need to get that help because gambling can be addictive. And we are not currently affiliated with or sponsored by any sportsbook. I'm just going to say this out loud, maybe to just kind of manifest it, but I expect a big year. I expect a big 2026 for the show going forward. And we appreciate anybody who's watched us this entire run that we're on. We ain't stopping anytime soon, with or without great sponsors or whether or without we make any money because we do it for the love of the game. But speaking of sponsors and speaking of the best, it is Nevin Eyewear. We will drop the link. I'll try to drop. I'm usually bad at that, but I will do my best to make sure I drop the link. I could probably do it during one of Rob's videos. But Nevin Eyewear, rocking right now. I know C Money's probably going to get his at some point soon. Never odd or even. It's Nevin. These are the John Waynes. They're one of my favorites. I specifically wear them for college football Saturdays. And you can click on our link. Please do that because it helps the show. It helps us, and it lets them know that we sent you there. And you can get 30% off of one pair, or you could buy one and get two for free. Yes, and you can add a mystery pair for another $16, and then you will get a free gift. It's usually like a little bottle opener. At least they might have more, but that's what I got. And you will get over $50. Shout out to Nevin. We love them. They love us. And you will love your fresh pair of Nevin eyewear. Shout out to Nevin. Never odd or even. It's Nevin. Now that the more I say that, maybe that's why they did it. Never odd or even. It's Nevin. So it's like.
It's very catchy.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Still not completely sold that that's how they pronounce it, but that's what we do. So we've been doing it for a while now. So whatever. Next and certainly not least, it is the first bet of every show because it is the best bet of the day. I'm going to bring it up really quick, but we have been graced with videos from our professor, so it will not be a professorless show. Let me bring that up for you all right about now.
What is going on, Just BetSlips family? We got the best bet of the day sponsored by Player Profit. Shout out to Player Profit. And check out playerprofit.com and check out their video for details. I said it in the 750 Club. I'm going Houston money line. But this is not the football, the NFL team. We're going Houston college football versus LSU money line, minus 110. LSU has had, let's just say, a sketchy season. And they're playing without their starting quarterback, Nussmeier. Van Buren's going to get the start. They've gone 4 straight games, or 3 of their last 4 games, they've scored 13 or less points. They've been struggling offensively. And I just think Houston's going to be too much for them. I think Houston's defense will wear down on them as well. Their offense is better. I think that there's overall a better team. Give me Houston money line minus 110 versus LSU. These are hot tips for your bet slips.
Well, yeah, that.
Yeah, that was a good bet. I mean,
There you go. Yeah, I'm sorry. I love Rob, and his love for the game had him up at Lord knows what time. Actually, I think I could see when he posted those.
well, I know he posted the bets in the Slacker like 2:30 this
2
morning.
in the morning. Yeah, 2 in the
I'm
morning.
normally the first one to post in the group, and he beat me, so I was like, all right.
Oh, well, and he didn't really explain the player profit, and I'm not very good at it, but it is like a game please use our code JTBS. We've only had a couple of those. We'd like to improve that in the new year. Where if you're not willing to spend too much of your own money, you can get a bankroll. I believe it's $30 for 1,000, and you have to pass certain levels to get to where you can actually cash out. So you have to. It's for sharps, and that's why we do the best bet from the professor, because sometimes you might want to just play it safe and have a best bet because you can't lose a certain amount before you have to go back to the start. But you can always use our code to get 10% off. So $30 for 1,000, $27, so on and so forth. So shout out to the player profit, shout out to the professor. And we're going to actually hear from him yet again. Right, I'm rattling off professors right now because it's the 750 Club. And what happens at the 750 Club is you tell everybody about it. Fight Club, not so much. But 750 Club, you tell everybody. You tell your grandmother. You tell your cousin. You tell the person you just met at the grocery store. And I'm going to let him. This is a first. This is a first. At least since we've been doing it, I don't remember the last time he had just one bet for the 750 Club. He's got Woody Marks' first touchdown. Very risky, but also very fun. Also, it's like maybe the third time he's ever just had 750. He probably, in the late night doing his bets, he probably saw 750 40 Marks. It was like, yep, that's it. That's what I'm doing.
He's like, short and sweet. Let's do it.
Let's do it. So I'm looking forward to hearing him explain this one. So we'll welcome back to the show.
What is going on,
Late night
just the
Rob.
BetSlips family? This is Professor Parlay cooking in the lab at 2 a.m. Will not be on the show today because I have another family get together that we have to do while the show's going to be running, but I wanted to get my picks out. So we're going to start off with the 750 Club. I want to be clear about this. This pick is a pure vibes pick. I have been grinding stats, and some have worked, most have not. So we're going to go with a pure vibe pick. I don't even understand it, but when I look at it, for some reason, it makes sense to me. I'm going Woody Marks' first touchdown. You can call it a hunch, you can call it gas. I just feel like Houston, I've said this before, I think Houston's going to win this game. I think Houston is going to control the ball. I think they're going to have to do that by running because the Chargers do have a very good pass defense. I think if they get inside the red zone, Woody Marks is going to score. I've got him first touchdown. That is plus 750 on the dot. So that is what we are rocking with 750 Club. Ride or fade. Either way, chase the bag responsibly. And these are the hot tips for your bet slips. And I will have the rest of my videos out soon.
He might be. He's like one of my favorite people. Oh, it's just he's not even on the show live today, but he might have stolen the show. Like, I don't know if we're gonna be able to live up to these 2 a.m. videos from
Definitely wouldn't.
It's unbelievable. Oh man. I mean, sure. Five's pick. I mean, I'm going to put it in right now. Luckily, that game's still, well, because I do want to ask you some fantasy football questions, but we'll save that for towards the end, like last call type stuff. Because I have a couple big decisions to make. I just want some more. You know, some of the times with fantasy football, I think that you should just like not ask for the advice and you should just go with your gut. This, that, the other thing. But look, it's the championship. 1, 2. I'm one of the more indecisive people. My wife would tell you that. I'm one of the more indecisive people in the world. And so I like getting opinions. And I take those opinions and I make my own. And well, Woody Marks is now up to 800, so shout out to that. But
I think that's what I got him at.
Yeah. So like, you know, I that's the kind of man I am. You know, some men are decisive to the point and can make decisions immediately. That's not me. I've always been somebody to gather information and then make an informed decision. It's like with TV shows. Like, if I don't know how you are with that, but like my rule for TV shows, because everybody's watching so much stuff. Like, you know, nobody likes when somebody. There's a couple things people don't like, and well, there's a lot of things, but nobody likes to hear about your dream that you had, and nobody likes to hear what show you're watching and that you should watch it. You know, shout out to Python. We love you. You're always welcome. You know that, brother. Much love.
Thank you, City Quest.
Yeah, sure. That's our guy. But my rule for TV shows is if I hear the same recommendation from 2 or more people, it goes on my list, and I will actively try to watch it. But I'm not, I don't mind getting recommendations. I don't mind. Look at me. I'm talking about being indecisive. I literally bet any bet that goes in the chat, no matter what. So
Right.
that's the only thing I guess I could be decisive on. So no, I mean, I respect where Rob. Any thoughts on? I mean, you bet it, so you clearly just riding, right?
I mean, I feel like they're gonna have to run the ball because I was looking at stats and stuff for my parlay, and I was like, oh, I was gonna take Nico for like 60 or 70, and then I was like, well, no, because the Chargers do have a good pass defense. So
Yeah.
yeah, I
Did you do
mean,
any research on the Houston secondary, by the way? Just wondering.
no, I mean, because the Texans overall are like top
Yeah.
5 overall, I think, in defense. I mean,
Yeah.
they got Derek Stingley. He's a beast.
Yeah.
So, and that's why you'll see later on in mine why I only took Nico and Lad for the bare minimum.
Yeah, that stems from kind of my fantasy football questions. But I think the fact that the Texans can get pressure with just 4 is why their overall defense is as good as
No,
it is.
for
So,
sure.
yeah. But that is that. And you know what? We're bringing him back because he's stealing the show. Get your fingers ready, though, C-Money. Got to see how your fingers work here. And pause. But it is time for the tabletop. Let's go. Great pointing. Oh, I might have to update my rankings. Professor. Honestly, it's the reps for Professor. He's just done it so many times. But so he stays number 1. But I don't know. You could be creeping up the rankings. We'll have to see. I also got to see Jen do it more often. Because I love her, she just might jump up because of that. But anyway, bias. Anyway, I love you too. But let's get to it. I'm going to bring them up first, and we'll let him explain. We can quickly talk about it. Yeah, I actually I haven't been telling the group, but I haven't used my 50, but I did use my $29 bonus bet, which I should have put on the show. That's on me, especially because I've been winning. But we all got that from the defensive touchdown for the 49ers, or whoever bet it. But he's got the Herbert 170 passing. I love that. CJ 170, Hampton 50, Woody 25. Oh, we brought a lot of these down. Texans 7.5. So he's really going a little. Oh, I wish he had gone 6.5. He missed. What was the game he missed? The Thursday game.
Yeah, the Cowboys game.
Yeah, he missed that by. He had 8, and it was 7.
The Commanders can't even lose right. Like, I was so irritated. Like, I was with family. If I wasn't with family, I would have been throwing things. I was so angry.
Yeah, that was bad. couldn't even lose correctly. That's a good way to put it. I'm a little worried. Oh, he has it at plus 7.5. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that. I thought it was minus 7.5. Yeah, plus 7.5. Yeah, absolutely. With that defense and the over 36.5. Yeah.
Well, what was crazy about that Thursday game though is like that field goal from the Commanders. So we took the plus 8.5. I think mine was 8, or whatever. But that we should have taken the over because the over hit with that field goal.
Oh, the 53. What was it, like 51.5, 52.5, something like that?
It was 50.5.
50.5. Yeah. Oh man. So because what did you have? You had the Cowboys or the Commanders? I forget.
We had the Cowboys plus minus 8.5.
Yeah,
8,
Cowboys.
whatever
Yeah,
it was.
He had it at 8. Yeah. So you guys had it at 8. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Bad beats this month, man. A couple bad beats this month, but he got that at plus 300. Again, he's going to explain this to you, but I just want to rattle them off really quick. Packers plus 3.5. Ravens, Packers over the 20. Wow, that's sure 29.5. Love that. I don't think Jordan Love's playing. I think it's Malik Davis.
Well, I don't know. He's questionable too.
Well, I don't even know who would be the quarterback.
Josh Jacobs. I think when they were talking about it, the last game they played where Willis looked like he got hurt for a minute, they're like, I think their only other person's Josh Jacobs to throw the ball. So I don't know.
That's wild. Just run Wildcat all game. Might work against that Ravens defense. Jacobs,
So, right?
speaking of him, touchdown. Flowers 4. Willis 125, which again, that would be. Oh, so he's got Snoop in there. He's got. Oh, is it not Lamar? I didn't know Lamar wasn't
No,
playing.
Lamar is still hurt, I think.
Oh, geez. The Ravens season is from. I mean, as a Raiders fan, I can say, but at least I'm playing for the number 1 pick this week. But and then obviously his best bet. But let me bring it back. He's been the most electric thing. This man, if I can figure out how to put together like a best of Rob compilation for this show this year, I will, because and this would be his masterpiece is these videos today. So I'm gonna let him tell you about his parlays. Oh,
Maybe.
oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. I think I just got a little load because it's a little longer. We need him. There he is.
There he is.
All right, here we go.
What is going on, Just the BetSlips family? Professor Parlay coming with the 2 parlays of the day. This first one is going to be one of my 29. It's going to be my $29 bet that of the $179 bet in bets that we won. Me and Poolside Pat won on DraftKings. This is going to be my $29 bet. It's plus 300. We're going to go Justin Herbert, 170 plus passing. He's hit this in 11 of his last 14 games. CJ Stroud, 170 plus passing. He's hit this in 11 of his last 12. Omarion Hampton, 50 plus rushing yards. Hit this in 5 of his last 6. And in 3 straight, he's hit this in every game since coming back from injury. Woody Marks, 25 plus yards. Hit this in 8 straight. And then Texans, I moved the line to plus 7.5 to cover in case they could lose by a touchdown, still win this. Houston's pass rush versus that banged up Chargers offensive line, I think is going to be the difference here. I do think that they're going to have to, even though both defenses are good against the pass, they're both going to have to throw the ball. They're not going to have much of a choice. Like, this is not going to be an option. I think it's going to be ugly to start, but then I think towards the end it's going to be some fireworks. Because of that, I moved the line down a little bit, but I'm taking over 36.5. I know a lot of people are looking at the under, but again, I think this is going to be a grinded out game that first half. I think it's going to be ugly in the first half. People are going to be worried. I think the second half you're going to start seeing fireworks. I think that both teams are going to have to throw the ball more than they would like to. So 36.5, I think taking the over feels good. Got this at plus 300. And again, we're through our $29 bet on this. And then secondly, I'm going parlay number 2. I've got Packers plus 3.5. Look, you have 2 backup quarterbacks going against each other as of right now. Lamar is out, so it's Huntley versus Malik Willis. But I trust the Packers defense more than I trust the Ravens defense. The Ravens defense, although showed some promise in the middle, a little bit in the middle, have started to come back to their form that they were in the beginning of the season, where they're getting roasted, ranked to 29th against the pass. I'm also going to take, I dropped the over down to 29.5. I just feel like that is so low that these 2 teams will easily cover that. Even with backup quarterbacks, they have great running games, and these 2 backup quarterbacks, Malik Willis and Huntley, are not completely worthless. They both have been serviceable. They've both shown a little bit of promise. Josh Jacobs, anytime touchdown. The man has 14 touchdowns, has one of the longest touchdown streaks in the NFL this year and dating back to last year. Zay Flowers, 4 plus receptions, hit this in 9 of his last 12. The Ravens may be playing from behind. If they are, they're going to have to throw to him a lot. And like I said, I already think the second half's going to have a lot of throwing in it. Malik Willis, 125 plus passing. He didn't play this full game last game, and even in a partial game, he got 121 yards. He is fully capable, I think, of getting to 125. And then Tyler Huntley, 125 plus passing. He threw for 186 earlier in the season in the 1 full game he got to play in. I think 125 is fairly easy. Did that back on 10-26. Both, honestly, any quarterback that plays NFL, backup or not, should be able to throw for 125. Got this at plus 290. These are the 2 parlays I have for today. And again, we will see you tomorrow or Sunday. I'll see you Sunday. I'll probably be in the car as I'll be on my way to the casino. But I will come and join you all on Sunday. These are the hot tips for your bet slips. Chase that bag
We'll
responsibly.
be in the mobile office tomorrow.
The mobile office. Honestly, we're probably one of the only gambling shows that has mobile offices, which should actually I should start reaching out to car companies. But anyway,
No, because it's not really something we should be doing.
well, Teslas like the
Well, no, because even my car can do that, but you can see in the video, it yells at you if you're not paying attention. So
yeah, so scratch that. But I love and I do want to bring up one thing because he mentioned the Jacobs touchdown because that's like I feel like that's one of his favorite players in the NFL. But he goes back and forth because his streak does not date back to last season, but he had a tremendous streak, and Rob knows this. But I think 2 a.m. Rob just went back to what he knew, and that's that.
No, I think it picked up from in the beginning of the season. I think it picked up from last season.
Oh yeah, no, it did. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess maybe I heard him wrong. That like he was saying like he had one of the. Oh yes, that's what they were to use. Okay, that's my bet. You know what? I retract that. Yes, he had one of the longest touchdowns.
And I'm sitting here looking at the injury report for the Packers Ravens. I don't even know how the Packers are able to play. There's 25 people on the injury report
because they clinched, right? So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But like, I'm looking at Malik Willis. And Tuesday was limited. Wednesday he didn't. Thursday he's limited. Right now he's listed with a right shoulder / illness, but he's questionable. So he will probably play. How much I don't know, but
how well? Yeah. I mean, look, I trust the. He's had a rough month. I know he's been hitting things off of the sheet, so he's probably not doing too bad just in general. But for the show, he's had a rough month, and so I mean, obviously CJ too. But I generally trust what he says because he does do he's up at 2 a.m. doing.
He does do the research.
He does.
Oh yeah, and if Malik Willis does get injured for some reason and can't come back, they literally do not have another. I'm looking at their depth chart right now.
So Josh Jacobs, it is.
Yeah. So let's hope Malik Willis can finish this game.
There's no way they would put Josh Jacobs playing for the playoffs.
Who else are they? There's nobody else literally on their depth chart.
A kicker or punter. That's what they do, generally. Back in the day, at least. I don't know. That's wild, but
I don't know. But Malik Willis should be okay. I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't be able to do 125, especially against this Ravens defense.
Yeah, and like I was not mad. I was joking about how the NFL cucked the NBA on Christmas Day. They're not even trying. Like both these. Well, I guess the Texans Chargers game is an important game, but the primetime game for today, Packers Ravens, that's going to be.
Well, I think they're both still trying to get in the playoffs, though.
No, the Packers already clinched.
Did they?
Yeah. Yep. With the Lions losing.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
The Lions looked horrible. I mean, the game in general looked horrible. Both those games
bad game.
Later in the day were horrible.
I know it's bowl season today. All right. I don't have as many single bets. You'll see. Actually, I think in a second I'll just bring it up right now. But let us get to. Yeah, it is me. So you're closing us out, my friend. I'm just gonna bring both of mine up, and then I'll bring myself down to the bottom here, and you can give some thoughts while I go. All right, so I'll start on the left. Feeling pucky. It's Rangers at Islanders. Obviously, look, I'm not trying to be that homer guy. I'm not. But I have faith in the Rangers, especially against this Islanders team. I think the Rangers have been playing much better as of late. I believe they're a way better road team than they are a home team. Islanders, they're separated by 2 points in the East. Islanders 11-7-2 at home, but the Rangers are 14-6-1 on the road. Yes, I knew that. So, and it's technically kind of a home game as well for the Rangers. But that being said, give me Rangers. They always play hard against the Islanders. NBA, straight up Knicks, going with my Knicks. And this, I do not apologize for being a homer with because the Knicks are freaking legit and I love them. And they finally got a little bit of rest, even though they're still playing a crap load of games because of the NBA Cup Finals in a row. Hopefully, they have a couple. They need a back-to-back days off. That's what they need. But either way, Cat double and Knicks money line, and I totally forgot who they're playing. Oh, the Hawks. They're in Atlanta. Cat double Knicks money line. It's been a very very profitable bet this year. Cat double Brunson threes and Knicks money line. I hit that on Christmas Day, so like same exact bet. Plus 158, and then just Knicks to just cover 115. Now over to the NFL and NCAA side of the board. I'll probably put out some single bets via video or just on my Twitter that I would like to count towards the show. But I decided to get a little cute with it here. I've got units to play with, as you guys will see shortly, and I don't mean that as in a bragging way. It's just I've done pretty well this month. But so I did a 6-point underdog teaser. Shout out to the dogs of the world. Probably could have put this on the underdog slip in and of itself. Got my pup's ashes here the other day, so that was sad, but also like inspired me to do this bet. So I took all of the underdogs in today's college football slate, or 6 of them. Excuse me, 6 of them. I couldn't do 7, so I did 6 of them. And Penn State 9.5, Georgia Tech 10.5, Miami Ohio 12.5, San Diego State plus 13.5, Virginia 11. And LSU 8.5. I would probably, if you can get these instead of doing the traditional, because that's a traditional teaser. That's the most like I could have done a 7-point, but I did 6. If you want to move this to like 10 for all of them, you're still probably going to get it at a plus money. I just did the traditional teaser. And I did the same thing with the overs, and it's in the same order, so I didn't want to just write all the names again. So it's in the same order. The Penn State game, 40.5. Georgia Tech game, 48.5. Miami, Ohio, 33.5. San Diego State, 45.5. Virginia, 36.5. LSU, 36.5. So I did 6 points on both the underdogs and the overs. Have some fun. And like I said, I'll probably have some individual, not for the 12 o'clock, because the reason why I didn't do 7 is because there's an 11 o'clock game. So that game's already going on right now. But I might give out single picks, potential parlays for some of the other games. And then to the NFL, I went a little lighter than usual. I mean, there's only 2 games. I did the running backs. Probably, you know what? I might even have time to just parlay these 4, maybe even round robin them. But I did Marks and Hampton, 575, and then Jacobs and Henry, which seems more likely than ever right now, 254. And then this is part of the reason, again, I'll save it for the last call because there's plenty of time. But Herbert is one of the questions I need to ask you for my fantasy football championship game. I have him 200 yards and 2+ passing at plus 182.
Right.
Any thoughts on any of that, my friend?
No, I mean, it all looks good to me. You know, the Knicks are, I don't know, they're kind of picking up where they left off when they won the Cup, to be honest.
Yeah, I would agree.
I know the professor and I were talking the other night. I guess when you won big or whatever, when they were down like 17 and came back to win.
Yeah.
So that's impressive. The Knicks are doing well. I don't know if they're going to be well enough to beat anybody in the West if they could make it to the championship, but they're definitely dominating right now.
Well, my thing is, quick NBA talk. So obviously Jokic is looking like the beast that he always has been, and that's dangerous for the rest of the West. As the Thunder have fallen off. Are they still great? Of course, but they've lost.
I wouldn't say they're falling off. They just apparently can't beat the Spurs.
And the Knicks beat the Spurs. So that's like where I'm at.
They
did. The Knicks could beat anybody, but in a series, we don't know. They're unproven except against
well, I mean, if we're talking that, I mean, anybody could beat anybody. I mean,
yeah, no, I agree with that. I completely agree with that.
You know, just all how things fall because I've watched it many a times where it's like, how did that shot not go in? And it's like 6 or 7 of those in a row, and where the other team is just getting all the love. Like it's just weird. Basketball is so weird.
It's health. It's also It's what team can stay the healthiest going into the playoffs. It's which is like any sport, obviously, but like I think it matters a little bit more in basketball because there's just there's just so many variables when it comes to the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, with the NBA, there's well, NBA and baseball not as much, but I mean, baseball they still play several games a week, days, what have you. But like basketball, it's like they play back to back, and
Yeah,
they're running up and down the court all the time, and it gets to be a lot. I know. I mean, I used to play
yeah.
basketball. I used to be
Well, yeah.
tired as hell when I got done.
I'm not hating on baseball because it is a grind, but playing a back-to-back NBA game is
Yeah,
like one of the more that and hockey are the two most brutal things that you could possibly do, and that's why football doesn't do it because that's impossible. But
yeah. I mean, and football is tough in its own, but I mean, they play once a week,
yeah, correct. Yeah,
so.
I'm with you there. But that's what
But
I got.
also, I mean, football couldn't play every day, anyways. I mean, people would be getting injured left and right.
They'd be like, I don't mean this as hyperbole, but we could see deaths, like
Yeah.
literally. So there you go. There you have it. Shout out to the NFL, by the way. I love and I just put it in. If anybody wants to ride with me, I'm not going to put this on my tabletop, but I just put in the 4 running backs. And I got it I had a boost, 30% boost. Shout out to DK. I got it at 30-1 for those 4 that I have. So if you want to ride, not whatever. And yeah, please look out for at Poolside Pat 1, and then obviously Justin BetSlips. Follow, like, comment, subscribe for more bets potentially throughout the day. But we're gonna end it with C money. We gotta change that to C money.
I know.
You know what? We'll do it right now. I ain't too proud to beg. I don't know why I said that, but you ever watch the other guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't too proud to beg when the dudes. Michael Keaton is just quoting TLC. But anyway, let's get to your parlay today. Take it away, brother. And I put you in the lobster font because he had you at Ariel.
So, like we were talking earlier, I did research, at like 6 this morning. Both these defenses are pretty decent. So, yeah, I know they're gonna have to throw the ball, but I feel like maybe it's gonna be like a Dalton Schultz or a Will Disley kind of day. But I do feel like some part of this game, Nico and Ladd should easily get 40 plus. Woody Marks 40 rush. I mean, he's a beast ever since he's come in. I mean, I know he's been hurt here and there and whatnot, but 40 seems pretty easy. This game is going to be fun to watch. Well, hopefully it's going to be fun to watch. And then back to the Dalton Schultz. He's pretty good. I've been using him in fantasy lately. Honestly, I've sat Brock Bowers for probably 6 weeks of the season and had Dalton Schultz in. So he easily should get 4+ receptions. And then of course CJ Stroud and Justin Herbert, they should at least get 1 touchdown passing each. So I got that at 410 and then had a boost, so then boosted to 615.
Bring myself back up. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I think you went conservatively aggressive, if that makes sense. I think, especially, even without the boost, that'd still be 4-1 and still a nice payout. But you're taking the 2 stars of the receiving cores just for 40. You're taking the star of the Houston running game, 40. Yeah, and I mean, in Brock's defense, as I'm rocking this Raiders beanie, he was hurt for a lot of the time this year. But yeah, no, I mean, it's hard to, that's a good problem to have, is to have a Dalton Schultz and a Brock Bowers to play with. And pause. And then CJ and Justin for a touchdown certainly seems very much doable. Probably, I mean, those 2 might be the biggest does of your bet. So
yeah. I mean, they'll probably hit at least in the first half with that. I would imagine.
And I got it for, let me tell you, 415.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a boost, but I will take it and I will ride it and we will have some fun because you've been the second most profitable man on the show And that's where we get to here. Bang. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. 27-24, man. I have to say this too. A lot of the I've hit a lot of bets because I bet everything that's in the chat, and I've bet a lot of things. Like I think it was Christmas. I bet your you hit a big one on Christmas. I forget what it was.
Yeah, it was
375. The two
Dak to
touchdowns.
throw
Yeah.
two.
Yeah. And I said live, I was like, I'm putting that on my tabletop. You know what I mean? Like I've been like kind of cerebral when it comes to putting like these bets that I love on my tabletop. So that's where the 27 comes from. I'm very proud of it. I'm very happy. My wife is happy. Even
Yeah, I
if
bet.
she doesn't really check my stuff, but as long as I don't lose money, she's she's happy. And then look at you, 5-2. The only one with you and Jen, the only one with a positive record. So shout out to that. Obviously, Rico Suave hit his one big parlay. We may see him next week before the new year, I would imagine, potentially. And then our guys, Rob and CJ, have a little bit of work to do, but there's still hope. I mean, you can still throw.
Yeah,
Hey, we hit the
the 750 it'll help out a lot.
we hit the Bryce parlay for 30-1 that 1 month, and
Yeah.
we stranger things have happened, and that's not a free ad to Stranger Things. But that being said, let us remove this, and we will get to some last calls. I don't know if you have any specifically.
Nah, I didn't
Well, then
have
we'll get
any.
to fantasy football talk. This will be fantasy football minute for a couple minutes. So, all right. So let me actually bring up my team.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna talk playoffs for a second. I'm sitting here looking at the playoff, like who's in, who's like. So in the NFC, it's either going to be the Panthers or the Bucks as the last one team to get in. As of right now, I'm thinking it's going to be the Bucks because the Panthers have to play Seattle and the Bucks get to play Miami. So I think it's really going to come down to the last week of the season for them. But what the crazy stat is with the Texans. So currently they're 96% to be the 7th seed. If they lose today, it's still 94%. That's just wild. Like it really doesn't even matter. They're going to be in, one of the last two teams to get in. And then I feel like it'll probably just be the Steelers. It'll probably be the Steelers and the Texans will be the last two teams.
That's dangerous.
Because I don't see the Ravens.
I don't think any of them. I don't think
the Ravens or the Colts.
No, I don't think any of the top two seeds want to play Texans. I don't think anybody wants to play the Texans in the playoffs. I really don't. I mean,
it's just wild. Like
if Stroud can just not make mistakes and that defense stays that defense, that's.
If Stroud can be rookie year Stroud, they can run deep.
We've seen way lesser quarterbacks. We've talked about this on the show. We've seen way lesser quarterbacks win the Super Bowl than CJ Stroud.
Oh, for sure.
With a good defense. Yeah. I think I might have figured out my ailing, but I do still want to get your take.
Okay.
No, wait. That was just the AFC. What is the NFC is all set, or is there
except for one? I mean, it's like I said, they have 7, so it's either the Panthers or the Bucks, and the Bucks have the easier schedule of the two. So because the Panthers have Seattle, the Panthers have Seattle this week, and the Bucks have Miami.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So,
but that's still, don't they face each other in the last week?
I think they do. So it really does come down to
because the head-to-head game.
Yeah, unless somehow the Panthers win against Seattle. If they win against Seattle, then they're in. Because they're 8-7. Yeah, because they're 8-7, and that would put them at 9-7.
Did they win the division, or would they just be in the playoffs? I can't. I have zero idea. Playoff scenarios always break my brain.
South. Yeah, I think that they would be the division winner. They would have to be.
The only thing that you would, because Seattle's still fighting for the number 1 seed, so I don't think they're going to be wrestling anybody. I'm still
Yeah,
of the
it's
belief
tough for the Seahawks and the Bears because the Seahawks play Carolina and the Bears play San Francisco. Like, it's not an easy walk for 1 and 2
Yeah.
for the bye.
NFC. Yeah, NFC is
Yeah,
still a wide up in
it's
the air.
crazy.
And then,
And
yeah,
then
there's
honestly, the Rams, not the Rams, the 12-4. Yeah, I mean, I think there's like a 3 or 4 way split for that could actually take first.
I think if the Niners went out, they get the number 1 seed too.
See, they're 11-4. The Rams are 11-4. The Bears are
I think they have the
11-4.
tiebreaker though.
And Seattle's 12-3. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I'm almost positive if the Niners went out, they have the number 1 seed, which is wild to think about at the beginning of the year. But hey, football, man. I'm of the belief, by the way, just getting into fantasy really quick, and then we'll let everybody get going. I with the new 18-week season, I think fantasy championship needs to be week 16. That's just me. I've had people say, "Oh, nobody's resting." Yes, I literally my number 1 tight end, Brock Bowers, was being sat.
He's being sat because they want to make sure they lose this game.
Well, yes, but
because magically Max Crosby, who's never been hurt this season, is also
he was hurt this year.
well.
He
missed the game.
He didn't stop playing because he's a
Right.
dog. But
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, he was banged up. Yeah. Oh, he was pissed too. I'm
oh, I
scared.
know.
I'm scared he might.
Oh, he's not going to be there next season.
I really don't like that you said that, but I can't necessarily disagree. I think that's really
I think he's going to be. I think he's going to be a Cowboy, honestly.
which I would actually be sure as long as they get a good haul.
I mean, you would get 2 first-round picks for him. You'll get 2 first rounds for him.
Yeah, I would root for him. He's my guy, no matter what. And I mean, he publicly said he wanted to play, and then they say no, you're not playing. Both, by the way, both the Giants and the Raiders are trying to lose this game. Let's not.
Of course,
twisted. Yeah,
but one's got to win, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, imagine a tie. I might just bet a tie.
That would be funny.
Yeah, the Browns.
This would be the only time in NFL where they're like, we can't tie. One of you has to win.
Yeah. Because what I looked at, because it was right around the same time. I don't know when each announcement happened, but the Giants announced their Evan Neal and Andrew Thomas, so tackle and main offensive line guy, both out. And then if Max Crosby plays, he could have eaten that offensive line alive.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so it's like,
and that's why I was probably like, yeah, Max, we're gonna need you just to not play. And he's like, what?
Yeah, stay healthy, this other thing. And I mean, he's a prideful guy, as most of the guys are. Like Brock Bowers made sense because he's actually been like banged up all year. And Crosby did hurt himself earlier in the year, but he's a dog. He doesn't come out. He plays the most snaps of any. You could probably look it up. He plays the most snaps of any defensive end in the league, and so that was certainly something. But I mean, as a Raiders fan, I'm just rooting for a loss. But I am going to bet the over just for fun because it's a standalone game here in Connecticut, so I'll probably watch that and just.
But with your thoughts on the whole, like, it should be, the last game. No, because there are not this season, because there's still this season's been really competitive, but previous seasons it has been like where like the Chiefs wrap up number 1 and it's just like they're not going to play their people. Yeah. So
I see both sides. I guess maybe I'm just complaining because of my situation, but which is actually the exact reason why I'm complaining about it. So, all right, my options for quarterback are on my roster right now is Justin Herbert and Tyler Shuck. Available on the waiver wire, it's Darno, Cousins. I gotta go Herbert, right?
Yeah, I would just stick with Herbert, honestly. I mean,
he's gotten me to the championship. I gotta ride with him.
I might have said Shuck, but they're playing Tennessee, so don't do that.
I mean, I'm worried about the only thing I'm worried about with Herbert is his broken, which hopefully has been getting better and better over the last week.
But I mean, you gotta look. I mean, yeah, I know Dallas's defense is trash, but I mean, it didn't even look like he had a broken hand.
But I'm also worried about the Houston D line against the Chargers O line.
Yeah, I know, because their O line is pretty banged up, but I still think you still got to rock. Herbert, regardless.
That's fair.
Even if he doesn't ball out, if he can get you a touchdown, what is he projected on your whatever?
1699 and Shuck is 1610.
Yeah, I mean, if he can get 15, you're good.
Yeah, because then I have Diggs who I'm worried about. The Patriots haven't said if they're going to sit him. I don't think they will because he wants to get
I don't
2,000 receiving yards.
think so.
I think they're still playing for something. The Patriots are. I got Bijan against LA, but he's Bijan, so you obviously play him.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're still playing for the number one seed.
The Patriots are, yeah.
Yeah, because if the Broncos lose the next two and they win the next two, they're the number one seed.
So I lost Brock, but I added Hunter Henry, but I also have Michael Meyer, the backup for the Raiders. But I did
Hunter
go
Henry.
Yeah. And then this is the last one. My defense, because apparently the Patriots are sitting like they're so confident in themselves against.
They're playing the Jets.
And they're playing Brady Cook, that they're basically sitting the entire starters for the defense.
That's smart.
But my other defensive option is either the Giants again against the Raiders.
Nope.
I could do the Jaguars against the Colts, which no, I'm not.
Yeah, I would do that 100%.
I don't want to put my faith in the Jaguars holding Phillip Rivers to less than 20 points.
Bro, their defense is like top 10.
All right, I'm going to add them, and I have till Sunday to decide. I just added them. I just added the Jaguars. I'm gonna do a little bit more research. But I have your opinion at least, which I'm happy about. I'm a little worried that I have 4 New England Patriots starting for me though, because I have their kicker as well.
Yeah, that is a lot.
I know. I might have to just add a different kicker. But I guess their guy is projected. He's projected like 9 points. I could do Pinero, the Niners against the Bears.
Yeah, so all right, so I'm just gonna. You can still make your decision, but I'm just gonna read you their stats for this year. So they are, the top. They're either top 10 and top 10 to 13 in overall defense of yards allowed between 309 and 318, and top 10 in points allowed at 20.8. Let's see. Turnovers, they're second in the NFL. Their rush defense ranked number 1 at rushing yards at 1 point this season. So, yeah, I mean, I've rocked them pretty much all season on one team.
Do you go Patriots second string against Brady Cook, or do you go Jaguars against the Colts? Jonathan Taylor, who I think are still playing for. I don't think they're officially eliminated. The Colts.
No, they're eliminated. They're out.
Oh, they are? No.
Yeah, they are.
Well, Jaguars aren't playing for anything.
I mean, they're
maybe number 1 seed, I guess. Maybe. Are they?
No, because they're 11-4. I mean, I guess they could improve their ranking, their seeding, because there's what was it? 4 teams that have
11 wins.
Playoff picture. Go back to it real quick.
I'm in a pretzel, man. And you try to gauge it. Like Josh Allen is this guy's quarterback, so if he plays the full game against the Eagles still have a very stout defense too.
Yeah, there's 3 teams at 11-4, so they're still fighting for seeding.
So he's got Allen and Cook. He's also starting both Pittsburgh running backs, which I don't know if that's smart.
Who's those Steelers playing? The Browns? Oh, that's tough.
Yeah. I mean, on paper, right now I'm projected to lose.
I'm sorry, the Colts are on the bubble, but I don't see them getting in. I mean, because they're 8-7, and the Steelers are 9-6 going against Cleveland. So
I know, man. You know what I'm going to do? Well, the one decision I have to make is whether I do. But you know what? I think you've convinced me. Just start Herbert. He got me here. I know it's the Texans, but he's the better quarterback than between him and Chuck.
I mean, I look at it this way. I know it was the 49ers, but Phillip Rivers was showing out until his offensive line just stopped. or and their defense. Their defense, which has been good all season, just decided we're gonna lay over and die. Because Phillip Rivers was having a hell of a game that game.
So I do want to bring this up, though. Yes, well, I love Philip. That's why I'm scared. But Shuck's last 4 games, fantasy point wise, 18. Okay, I'll tell you the opponents: Miami 18, Tampa Bay 22, Carolina 18, Jets 17, and he's playing, according to Yahoo.
He's playing Tennessee, and they're a tough defense.
Not according to Yahoo, but that's neither here nor there. Whereas Herbert, let's look at Herbert's game log. 13, 13, 11, and then 30 last week against Dallas, which obviously was the worst defense. And then now he's got the 31st best, arguably the best defense in football. Ah, man. Well, you know what? I got till 4:30, so thank you, though. That was a great fantasy minute.
Yeah, that's tough.
Are you in any championship games?
Nope.
No. Any third place?
No,
games?
the professor's dad beat me to be in the championship, so it's the professor and his
Could've been you
dad.
versus professor. Oh.
Yeah, we needed a rematch because I did not get a fair go at the championship game a couple years ago.
DeMar Hamlin.
Yep, I was so angry. I'm like, guys, like, how are we not going to finish this game? Like, I get it, dude got hurt, but in previous years when somebody's got hurt like that, they never canceled a game.
It's very strange. I was. I think we've probably mentioned this, but I was on the flip side. I actually won my fantasy championship that year. So.
I mean, it's my fault because I sat Mike Evans, which had 50 points.
Who would have won either
So
side,
it should have never came down to Joe Burrow, but then it was like, yo, it's Joe Burrow. Like, I got this in the bag.
Yeah.
So.
Oh man. Well, you know what? We just want to say thank you to everybody who watched. We will be back tomorrow for sure. Hopefully around 11:30 ish. We'll see what Rob will be from his office. Hopefully we got CJ in his home, but if not, whatever. C Money, you're obviously always welcome. So if you can,
I'll be driving the bus. So.
Oh, so you won't be, but.
Well, I'll be there with the professor. He'll be in the passenger side. So.
Okay, nice. All right, love it. All right, well there you go. So we'll see everybody tomorrow. Thank you again for everybody who joined and gave us. We just love everybody. We're ramping up for 2026, but we're do it every day. We're the only show that does this thing every freaking day, if we can. And we love y'all. And good luck in your fantasy championship if you're in one. Please, Justin Herbert. I'm just going to pray to him. Not sacrilegious, but just going to pray that he has a great game. But anyway, we love you. And remember, this has been Just About So we're bringing you one thing only every single time, and that is
the hot tips to help your
BetSlips. Peace out and let us play you out.
Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, we're blessed. Just the BetSlips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, the deal. Just the BetSlips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the BetSlips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the BetSlips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeet.